Reds faithful, gather round because what I'm about to tell you will have you jumping off your seats. Right, listen up you beautiful Forest fanatics. We've got 3 absolute bombshells that have just dropped and they're all connected in the most incredible way possible. We're talking about deals that could completely transform our beloved tricky trees for next season, and I'm not even exaggerating here. Picture this, a Brazilian defensive sensation who's been tearing it up at the Club World Cup, our gaffer under pressure despite that miraculous 7th place finish, and 2 Juventus stars who could be heading to the city ground. Are you getting goosebumps yet? Because you should be. Smash that like button if you're ready for this roller coaster, drop a comment with your predictions, and hit subscribe because you won't want to miss a single update on these developments. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely buzzing. There's a young defender who's been making PSG look like amateurs, and his move to Forest has hit a massive snag that could either make us millions richer or leave us heartbroken. The tension is killing me, and it should be killing you too. Ready for the first bombshell that's going to blow your mind? Let's dive in. Here comes the name that's been on every Forest fan's lips, Jair. This 20-year-old Brazilian beast has been absolutely destroying teams at the Club World Cup, and we had him in our pocket, Reds. We bloody had him. This kid made PSG, yes, Paris Saint-Germain, look like a Sunday league team in Botafogo's 1-0 victory, and our scouts were probably doing cartwheels in the stands. The lad's got everything: pace, power, positioning, and that South American flair that gets crowds on their feet. Picture this absolute unit commanding the backline like he's been playing at this level for decades. But here's where it gets absolutely maddening, my fellow Reds. The deal has gone cold. One minute we're celebrating what looked like a done deal, the next minute Botafogo are playing hardball because they've seen what this kid can do on the biggest stage. They're asking for more money now, and honestly, who can blame them after watching him pocket Mbappe and company? The timing couldn't be more cruel. Jair traveled to the United States with his transfer to Forest practically sealed, only for his stellar performances to price him out of our reach. Every tackle, every interception, every commanding header is adding zeros to his price tag. It's like watching your lottery numbers come up while someone else holds your ticket. 20 years old, already making waves internationally, and we're talking about a defender who cost Botafogo 14 million from Santos. This isn't some unknown quantity, this is the real deal. 20 games, 1 goal, and performances that have got European giants taking notice. The kid's reading the game like a veteran, making last-ditch tackles that would make Paolo Maldini proud. What makes this even more heartbreaking is that Jair is exactly what we need, a young, hungry defender who can grow with this exciting Forest project. He's got that Brazilian technical ability combined with the physicality needed for Premier League football. But now, Botafogo are smelling the money, and who knows if we can match their new demands. The worst part? Nothing signed yet. It's all been verbal agreements and handshakes, which means Botafogo can pull the rug from under us at any moment. Are they trying to squeeze every penny out of us, or are they genuinely having second thoughts about letting this gem go? The uncertainty is killing us. But wait, there's more to this Brazilian connection that will make your head spin. While we're sweating bullets over Jair, there's another Brazilian bomber that's definitely heading to the city ground. Igor Jesus. 20 million euros, deal done, contract signed, and this striker is ours, Reds. But here's where the plot thickens like a proper thriller. The irony is absolutely delicious. While one Brazilian deal falls apart, another gets sealed. Igor Jesus represents everything we love about South American footballers: skill, passion, and that killer instinct in front of goal. The fact that Botafogo are happy to let him go while fighting tooth and nail to keep Jair tells you everything about both players' current market value. Our gaffer Nuno Espirito Santo has just signed a shiny new 3-year contract, but guess what? That might have been the worst thing that could have happened to him. Sounds mental, right? But hear me out. The Portuguese tactician thought he was securing his future, but instead he's painted a target on his back. Last season was supposed to be a disaster. Everyone had us down for relegation after that 17th place finish the year before. The bookmakers had us as dead certs for the drop. Pundits were writing our obituaries before a ball was kicked. But what did our Nuno do? He only went and got us 7th place. Morgan Gibbs-White tearing up the league, Chris Wood banging in goals like a man possessed, Murillo defending like his life depended on it, and Matt Sells pulling off saves that defied the laws of physics. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous, from potential championship fodder to European contenders in one season. Players who looked like they'd struggle in the second tier suddenly looked like world beaters. The tactical setup, the team spirit, the never say die attitude. It was poetry in motion, but here's the cruel twist. Success has become a curse. Evangelos Marinakis, our owner, stormed onto the pitch after that heartbreaking 2-2 draw with Leicester, and now he expects miracles every season. The pressure is suffocating. One moment of magic has become the baseline expectation. Simon Jordan nailed it when he said Nuno's made a rod for his back. When you overachieve once, everyone expects you to do it again and again. Chris Wood will never have another 20-goal season like that. Conversion rates will never be that perfect again. And now every signing is under the microscope. The statistical anomaly that was last season can't be repeated, can it? We missed out on Champions League by inches, and instead of celebrating our incredible journey, there's disappointment in the air. The Europa League saga with Crystal Palace and John Textor's ownership drama means we might end up in court fighting for our European spot. The legal battles could drag on for months. Can Nuno handle this pressure cooker environment, or will these new signings be playing under a completely different manager by Christmas? The stakes couldn't be higher, and there's one more twist that will leave you speechless. Right, Reds, this is where it gets absolutely bonkers. While we're playing transfer limbo with Brazilian stars, we've gone and opened talks with bloody Juventus for not one, but two players, Samuel Mbangula and Timothy Weah, 22 to 23 million for the pair. And these aren't your average squad fillers. Weah bagged 6 goals and 5 assists last season, while Mbangula appeared 32 times with 4 goals and 5 assists. These are players who've been mixing it with the best in Serie A and the Champions League. The audacity of this move is absolutely breathtaking. We're talking about raiding one of the world's most prestigious clubs, a team that's won more titles than most fans can count. Juventus don't just sell to anyone, they're notoriously difficult to deal with, which makes this approach even more impressive from our board. Timothy Weah, son of the legendary George Weah, brings that pedigree and hunger to prove himself in the Premier League. The lad's got pace to burn, can play multiple positions across the front line, and has that killer instinct that you can't teach. Imagine him linking up with Igor Jesus. The possibilities are endless. Samuel Mbangula represents the future of football. Versatile, technical, and desperate to make his mark. At Juventus, he's been fighting for minutes against world-class competition, which means he'll be absolutely starving for regular football. That hunger could be exactly what we need to push for European qualification again. But here's the beautiful madness of it all. Both players are currently in the USA with Juventus for the Club World Cup, the same tournament where our potential signing, Jair, is tearing up the competition. It's like all roads lead back to that bloody tournament. The cosmic irony is incredible. While we're watching Jair slip away on American soil, we might be convincing 2 Juventus stars to join our revolution. Weah played against Al Ain, but was benched for the Wydad match. Is he already mentally preparing for life in Nottingham? Is he sitting in that hotel room in America, dreaming of the city ground atmosphere? Mbangula hasn't even gotten a minute of action. Maybe he's already convinced that his future lies in the Premier League with us. The networking possibilities are mind-blowing. Imagine Weah and Mbangula convincing Jair that Forest is the place to be. 3 young, hungry talents who could form the backbone of our squad for the next decade. This isn't just about signing players, it's about building a culture, a mentality, a winning machine. Think about the statement this would make. While other clubs are scrambling for championship cast-offs, we're raiding one of Europe's biggest clubs for their promising talents. This isn't the Nottingham Forest that used to celebrate staying in the Premier League. This is a Forest with ambition, with vision, with the balls to dream big. The connections are mind-blowing. Brazilian flair with Jair and Igor Jesus. European pedigree with the Juventus duo, all while our manager fights to prove that last season wasn't a fluke. Every single piece of this puzzle affects the others, creating a transfer symphony that could either make us legends or break our hearts. If you're not absolutely buzzing about these developments, check your pulse. Hit that subscribe button, slam the like button, and tell me in the comments, which signing are you most excited about? This is what dreams are made of, Reds. From relegation candidates to Europa League contenders to raiding Juventus. Is this the beginning of something truly special at the City Ground, or are we setting ourselves up for the most spectacular fall in Premier League history? Come on you, Reds.